Hello everybody, it's Pigeon Poop TV, and today we are going to play as India, but before I get into it, I want to just again touch base and say I appreciate you all. I've made some changes recently which gives me the ability to do commentary, and yeah, so a few other things, but main one that's important for you guys is that I can start actually doing commentary while I am playing these games and doing these strategy games. So yeah, there's that. I appreciate your patience in the chaos of moving around and all that sort of stuff. I haven't had a chance to say thank you very much for 100 subscribers. And yeah, so this game we're going to play as India. And this was a suggestion by Knockout3780, so I appreciate that. And yeah, this one's dedicated to you, so let's get started. I've never played India before, but hopefully we can make an Indian domination. So our main competitor, I imagine, would be China and Pakistan, although I don't know what sort of... I mean, they could be a threat, for sure. But China, I imagine, would be the largest threat. Okay. Maybe the economy's not so good, so we've got to fix that. Russia's got good influence over us, that's fine. What's the tree lag say? I think that's pretty similar to what Iran is, and actually I can't remember, but it seems like a pretty standard one. You know, foreign investment, neutrality, intervention, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'll need some political power because first things first, I need to change my economy. I'm not at war with anyone, and I'm pretty sure I'm a Commonwealth nation member. Yeah, I don't know if that means too much, but I'll split everything, figure out what I want to keep and what I do not. Mountain Division, Special Forces. Oh my goodness, why is that doing that? How do I do this again? What the heck? Okay, let's just... I'm a bit rusty, as you can tell. But that's okay. Honestly, I don't know what that is. I'm going to just delete that. Got too many divisions here. I need to cut some costs. Why is that not doing that? The must be individual ones. Oh well, that works. Okay, rapid division, armored brigade. I haven't seen the division here. So armored division. Yeah, I guess armored infantry. Not the strongest, but brigade, and then rapid division. What's that? Okay, so that's maybe the rapid division. Combat width 70. Heart attack. That sounded like I said heart attack. Yep. 380. 397. Okay, maybe I'll keep the rapid division. That sounds cool. I like the sound of that. So get rid of them for now. Mountain Division, Special Forces, Infantry, I'll keep them. And maybe I'll just delete all them. Where the heck is Delhi again? Isn't it somewhere here? Delhi, Delhi, Delhi. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay. We'll get our boys in Delhi. Get these boys in Mumbai. And then we'll just get them to sort of hang around there. Okay, what are we doing for factories? Okay. Bureaucracy is our largest spending bill. So defense, I'm assuming I've brought down. Welfare is insane. Let's see what we got. Welfare, blah, 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 minimal policing, small military spending. Wow. Okay. That's actually pretty terrible. Imagine it's because it's got so many people, and they're living below the poverty line. So no one's useful. Everyone's on welfare. So I won't do that. What am I doing? Let's do that one. I tend to like to do these ones for production efficiency, naturally, construction and transport. I probably don't need to worry too much about my population, because I mean I've got 1 billion people. I do want good logistics, but at this rate I reckon I'll stick to the basics, because I've never played India before, so not too sure what to expect. I've got 28 military industry. That's pretty good actually. All things considered. What am I doing? Get them together. Transport, train. How many trains do we have? 42 in stockpile. We'll need more. And we'll get some artillery. We're going to need a pretty strong force. Yeah. What is our rapid division mainly? Infantry vehicles. Okay. I may change the division at some point, but for now, that'll do. Can't stress myself too much about it. ABC, infantry fighting vehicle, recon tank, don't really care about. Artillery, not that. Anti-air, sure. We'll make that important. Our divisions will be centered around predominantly artillery. They don't have it. China doesn't have an air force, actually. I mean, neither do I, but... Okay. Oh, it'll come in handy at some point. Microprocessors. Yeah, let's get 2G. GDP per capita is terrible. We got friggin' terrible corruption. Okay. So political reform I'll use to change. I could possibly drop the welfare, which would make me unpopular, but I mean, I don't really care. I don't know if it matters too much who's in the election, which is... What's this? Non-aggression, Nepal, Bhutan. That's fine. Oh, I'm not aligned here, right. Okay, okay. Infrastructure is wonderful. Why does that not have... Okay. No, I guess I'll just... Do I just stick with like Delhi for production? Is there no infrastructure in these ones? Oh, none. Oh my goodness. That's very bad. Okay, well, let's stick to that one. How long will that take? March. That's not too bad. Then I've at least got 3. And then... Oh, look at this. Okay, let's start off with... Let's go... 7. Okay, that's right. I'll have to do that in a separate order. Aircraft, let's go... TAC helicopter. Yeah, I want TAC helicopters. What do we have for this? Armored personnel carrier. We got plenty of stockpiles. So let's catch up on the APC. Plenty of guns, plenty of equipment, plenty of artillery. I want lots of artillery. Okay, I'll just do the 2 for that. 2 for anti-air. Ooh, I will need to prioritize having trucks. Actually, never mind. What are they called? Pucks? Whatever the heck they are. Is that 5,700 pucks, or is that proper vehicles? I don't think it matters too much. But yeah, that's pretty low on the list at the moment. Trains we want, but we want to attack helicopters first. Putt. I honestly I don't know. I don't remember. Something like that. Some stupid 3-wheeled vehicle. Attack helicopter, and we could do 3rd generation multi-role. If we have any aircraft at all that is beneficial against not Pakistan. Okay. There it is. That makes sense. Wow. Okay, for a second I thought I'm a retard. Here we go. I'm a retard. I know what I'm missing here. I do have aircraft. Of course I do. Of course I do. But China has way more. Well, shit. They've got... Damn. Okay, China's gonna have air superiority. So perhaps I can focus on fighter jets and anti-aircraft, and that's a bit of a stretch still. Naval, I do want a whole bunch of convoys because I'm expecting to massively expand my economy. What sort of navy do they have compared to me? Cross that bridge when we get there. Ooh, send our condolences to the Americans. Ah, yes, that's right. Because we are a Commonwealth nation, we are a puppet, not a puppet. We're a doormat to the Americans. So yes, send them our condolences. Yes. It's terrible news. Terrible news. I can already steal Chinese state secrets. That's pretty funny. Okay, we'll start with that. See how we go. Roll with it. I don't know if should I deploy any of my Air Force? Is it even worth it? Yeah. There we go. Let's just do that. Just for fun. I don't want to train him. Before I start war, I tend to ensure that my economy is good. at least doable, at least workable. I don't know. Start with that. I've got 1975, 85, 85. Well, they're pretty well trained though. That's pretty good. But I don't know who I could go up against. I suppose I could absorb, I should say. Let's see, Pakistan's only got 5. HOI1, Bangladesh 3 to 5. Bhutan 0. There's just, yeah, not going to be any military there whatsoever. Would it be easier to invade China? So I've got, I know this is, was it, yeah, Kashmir and Ladakh. I think that's how you pronounce it, but this is such a freaking hot point. So hopefully we can get our economy organized. Okay, what do I want to do? Diplomatic relations. I could be more diplomatic. Oh yeah, no, I need that money in the treasury. That'd be handy. But it doesn't give me any stuff. Okay, first things first, I can... My political power gain is plenty, so I'll get rid of that. And that's lowered it to 7.5 billion. Now we want to... We could do that and increase our civilian production. I feel like infrastructure at this point... West Gujarat. West Gujarat. Where is West Gujarat? West Gujarat. Is it over here somewhere? Oh, West Gujarat. Okay. I need more. But I've got a lot of options there. India is great. There's a lot of options to expand. There's so many people. So you have so much labor to work with. Even though everything at the moment is yeah, quite poor. Oh yeah, that could be good. Okay, I need international diplomacy. Okay, political power. Yeah, great. Let's do that. Let's get outstanding with the world. Make some friends, you know, while we build the military. Do what Russia did, you know, made some friends. Lay low for a bit. Build alliances. This will be fun. I'm excited for this. This will be fun, actually. At the moment, I'm just sort of waiting. Manpower, 1.69 million. What are we on? Volunteer. Is that all we're on? Holy shiza. That's insane. Partial draw. One of our closest friends reached out and suggested making a small party so government connect closer to its most trusted business. I don't want corruption, so that's a bad idea. I don't want corruption. I like to roll with international diplomacy. Excellent. Anti-corruption. Let's do that. Okay. How much does that increase us? Oh, 3. That's pretty good. There we go. Might be unpopular, but hey, it's gonna do the job now, isn't it? Yeah. Oof. November. It's gonna take a while. Oh, good job. Good job, Bhutan. Good job. You got back in. Bhutan. Stability is a big problem. Big problem. But if I can get rid of the corruption, and I need a lot of money for an economic boom, then hopefully we can start pumping out these factories. But will we do it at a faster rate than China? That is the real question. State-owned enterprises, and what are we on? Farmers. Yeah, I don't know. Does that affect us? Probably. Probably not a good thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like farmers, and I want all the farmers to do well. But I think I need to have some sort of industrial base. Oh wait, no, it's not all farmers. What am I talking? Oligarchs, small medium business owners. That's cool. We should become emerging outlook, I reckon. Actually, no. We don't like, Chinese, Indian tensions. So I don't want to be Western outlook because you can't really do much with it. I could go nationalist. Can I really do much with neutral? Yeah, let's just roll with it. See what happens. Salafi. So 4,000 billion. 4 trillion in GDP and 10,000 on a development level. Bureaucracy spending, holy damn. Okay, I won't do that right now. We want more stability because that... Oh, no, that's not stability. That's independence. Ooh, we're in the positives. Excellent. Okay, well, now that we're in the positives, let's try and develop our civilian industry, because that's what we want. So interest on debt. Okay, as long as we're in the positives, that's all that matters. Can we increase our expenses? Sure. I'm always open to investment offers. So I'd rather... It's more beneficial... No, bad idea. It's more beneficial to lease a lease a few civilian... Oh, 3 in this case. Up to 3, I guess. Civilian factories than it is to use 1% of your GDP. So if I did that, it takes me to the negative. Even though it gives me plus 20 construction speed, you know, it's not that great. It's not that, I mean, it's not that bad. So I'd rather do the, lease the factories. Because then it's like I've got one without having to build one. And that seems pretty useful at the moment. Okay, so... Okay, mobilize the working class. Attract foreign investment. That'll be good. Expand urban areas. Yeah, all this stuff will be good. Let's just focus purely on budget and economy. What does that do? Okay, that'll increase my spending. fight, possibly. Boom, industry. Create an automotive industry, that'll be a good one. Economic autonomy. Yeah, so I'll focus on these. Let's do it. Let's do it. Excellent. Yeah, let's get some more political power. I can gradually increase taxation. Corporate tax, I'll leave, I won't touch that. I'll primarily just tax the population. Because we've got a huge population. Huge population. So might as well tax them. What sort of commanders do we have? Army experience, division recovery, commando, that'll be good. Infantry and armor. Okay, at least 3. Yeah, I don't really care about army regrouping. And then we'll go probably... I don't really foresee us having better air power. The production is much better than ours. Their military factories, probably, definitely more. Yeah, so we might have an issue there. And they've got an economic boom, but they've got more corruption. So if we're going to have any option to compete, we need to get a better economy. Mobilize the working class. Let's mobilize the country. We are going to mobilize the country. What sort of resources we have? I probably should have checked. Holy dooly. India's got... Oh, yes, rubber. Look how much rubber we've got. And gold. Precious metals, I should say. What's the next richest region? Look at this rubber. Oh, honestly, we are set in terms of... So technology metals is the only thing that we're lacking. Do we have... So China, our #1 enemy, will be the one that has what we need naturally. Cool. Okay, as soon as we're done the working class, I won't worry about military just yet. Let's reduce our tax cost. Okay, yeah. Attract foreign investors, then we'll build roads, build railways, and expand the urban areas. Great. Economic autonomy. Once we sort of get this done, that's network, yeah, internet infrastructure. Peaceful emergence, that's what we want. Can we do it in neutrality? Neutrality which grants joint local security. Well, that's what China's got. They've got local security at the moment. You know what? Maybe it'd be more fun to go neutral. Go peaceful emergence. Mass produce. But can we really do anything there? What did I say I was going to do? Attract foreign investors. I don't know if that makes if that'll make it more fun or less fun. Not sure. Okay, farmers resist agrarian reform. Well, we're going to have to. Implement bottom-up development. Farmers, yes. Opinion, small business, poor growth. Continue the status quo. So does that mean further neoclassical development? Yeah, I think I took too long to make a decision. Hopefully it was a good one. Okay, pay back the debt. Increase. 6% stability, but economy will thank us for it. I may be interested in going nationalist outlook because then we've got more fun stuff to do, and we can attack China. Maybe Pakistan too. We could build a coalition with Pakistan, although that's not really historically accurate. But I'm liking how quickly we're paying this back now. Build roads. Oh yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Let's get these roads done. Okay, we can't really do too much in terms of infrastructure. Oh, now we can. Excelente. That one. Yeah. In terms of fuel, I think we're totally going to be fine. What's our daily gain? Maximum consumption is 51k, but the daily gain is 8.9. I don't need to build synthetic refineries because I've got a shit ton of rubber. So maybe that'll be beneficial at some point, but for now, let us just do efficiency production. Let's get a well-lubricated economy going. Production. Stability is gradually going up. Our production is good. Armored personnel, car, APC, there we go. Gives us 2 more there. That's what I like to see. Just keep smashing it out. Expand urban areas. Yes, I'll do that next. Farmers aren't going to like it. That's unfortunate, but it needs to happen. Increase resource production, economic autarky. Very nice, very nice. Okay, yes. We got 1G, yes we do. Trade with neighbors. Naval bases. Where do we produce naval bases? Oh, cool. Encryption, decryption. Boom, boom, boom. Factory output, resource gain efficiency. I do like that. As long as we can protect this region, which with those mountains there, I think that might be pretty good. So it won't be terribly vulnerable here. Okay, lots of civilian production there. Civilian production in Mumbai. Maharashtra. I cannot pronounce this. West Gujarat. Vidarbha. South Madhya Pradesh. South shit. South Chhattisgarh. There you go. There's my attempt at Hindu pronunciation. I do want to go down in corruption. I can't remember if the... Ah, I didn't even realize I'm on economic boom. That's great. That was lovely. That was just fantastic. That was just amazing. We do have a lot of resources. Maybe we should go. Okay. Tax cost 3%. Resource to market 40. Trade deal opinion factor 30%. Resource export revenue multiply 8%. And that one's 12%. 50% resource to market. It's kind of like Russia. If we get rid of all our resources. Strategic fuel reserve. It's always handy, but I reckon we can put off doing that right now. Economic autonomy. Lovely, lovely. It's only 2001. I feel like this is coming along quite nicely. Never mind. China's rapidly developing, but they've... yeah. ...2004 is the election. Okay, let's get some more research going. So we need... another trillion. Are they gonna hate me for that? They probably will. Dun, 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 dun. I can do both. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Let's do both. If we can do both, we can do both. Okay. Once this debt is predominantly paid off, I will gradually increase health and all that sort of stuff, but I want to do it after I get the political system that I want, which at this rate looks like it may be.
Breaking news and in the latest development regarding the riots in London and throughout cities in the country, the Prime Minister has...
Who's got the cooler name? Rehan Ali, Alan, Tejas Mamu, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Indian National Congress. Let's have a look what we got. Communist Party of India. Nationalist Congress Party. Oh, that's kind of... Okay. Indian Armed Forces. Oh, not monarchist. Imagine a monarchist India. Should we try and go for a monarchist India? Or a communist India? Yeah. I reckon. We should have a monarchy. I reckon that'd be pretty cool. And then we can, yeah, launch uprising to overthrow the government. Okay. Let's do a nationalist propaganda campaign. Support autarky. Oh yeah, okay. Like the sound of that. Oh wow, look at that. Just raking it in. Absolutely raking it in. Absolutely raking it in. What about you, China? I think just trying to get so much investment. It's insane. Are they increasing their debt? I hope they are. $6.3 billion in the red. Let's stability, political power. So I want less stability for now. So it's easier to transition government. Okay, that's what we want. Maybe when we turn into a monarchy, we can break free from the Commonwealth. Indian regionalism. So we were never going to be emerging. That's for one. It just would be annoying to have to constantly try and moderate that. So you can't really do anything. Ah, here we go. This again. Continue the status quo. Let's just pause that. Lose political power and gain good opinions, or focus on one or the other. Okay, let's just satisfy the farmers for now. Why did that go down? I don't know. Don't make sense. Okay. By decentralizing command structures, appending information all into the aspects. See, I like when I play Russia and China and all those, I tend to prefer decentralized warfare. I mean, that's what it says. Pioneered by the US, it's based on introducing command and control and intelligence sensors, increasingly lower levels of the armed forces. So pretty handy, but decentralized is good for Iran, Russia, probably India and China and that sort of stuff. Because you're against a networked and technologically superior opponent. Well, I don't know. Actually, maybe they're not going to be superior. You know what? Let's just go network-centric. I changed my mind. I'm going to do that. I'll probably do that a lot. I don't know. Cool. Economy is coming along very nicely. Once I've transitioned to a nationalist government, I'll improve on education, health, subsidies, welfare. We can go police state. Mad military spending. Huge bureaucracy. Prohibit service for women. Just kidding. There'll be lots of stuff to do. Excellent. Wowzers. Pakistan forms a new government. Oh. Pakistan's emerging now. China's emerging. Bangladesh is emerging. It appears that I will be a little bit cornered. Maybe I should take over Bangladesh. What can I do? Declare war. No. Justify war goal. World tension needs to be at 55% because I got limited interventionism. Interventionism. But it is also probably because I am not aligned. So make it a little bit more difficult. Boom. Let's... Bad idea. Economic measures. That'll be something I'll have to do at some point. Okay. Could do that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, excellent. Okay. Let's do that stuff next. Shall we? There you go. You're about to feel a whole world of pain. Interesting. Okay. May have to wrap up this video pretty soon. Continue with my nationalist doctrines. 30%, that's pretty good. One thing that I seem to struggle with sometimes. Oh, I don't want the Western. I wonder if I can, what sort of effect that would have. Oh, I'm not getting a lot of political power, so that could be a problem. $25%. Oh, right, yeah. I'll need to do something about that. Expand the universities. Okay. That'll be something I can think on. Come back tomorrow to continue on. Well, thank you all for watching. I'm very tired, as I mentioned what's been going on. So yeah, I'll see you on the next episode. This has been fun. Ciao.